It's the Chase and Shep show, Mental Health Monday. We're live, baby. We're live.
We're live. Hey,
We're
yeah.
live. Mental Health
Another,
Monday.
another week.
Another week.
Another-
Another mind right time,
Yeah.
I guess.
One time for your mind. Mental Health Monday at 7 p.m. You can always catch it on
With this strange one
Chase
time.
Chase and Shep show
Chase
on
and
our
Shep.
on our YouTube page.
Oh, there goes chaseandshep.com. It's coming back around there. You see here.
Like and subscribe to our shit, maybe, if you want.
Chase and
If you
Shep.
don't, that's cool.
That's where you can find everything. Oh, here comes another one. See, and guess what? Those are just harder than it looks. Those are just going to keep coming.
And look free.
Keep coming.
There's a lot of free stuff there.
Peruse, flip through things, see what you can find. There's all sorts of little goodies.
It's all free.
All sorts of little goodies.
But yeah, it's time
up,
to get that mind right.
What up? How you doing?
Who'd you say what up to? Who? Me?
You. How you doing?
I'm living good. I ain't bad. I completed the Marvel shit over the weekend. It's pretty chill. We had the Elimination Chamber was last night. Came out of that with the new United States champion and WWE champion, The Miz. Got that belt. The Miz, he was one of my. I don't like him personally as a wrestler. I mean, I guess that's probably what he would want because he's a heel most of the time. But he's funny because I remember way back when I was a kid, he was on The Real World, and when he was on that season of Real World, he always told all them people, he's like, I want to be a wrestler, and they all laughed at him and they're like, bro, it'll never happen. And it's like, look at this fool now. He is literally the WWE champion. Who knows how long that'll last, but it's been 10 years since he's been the champion. So I think he's put all them. I think he put that cast to shame. It teaches you anything's possible, baby. I mean, he had that boost by being a celebrity already on MTV. So of course, when he hollered at the boys in WWE, they was probably like, yeah, you can come through. That's cool.
Yeah. Well, good.
Yeah, good for him.
I'm glad. Good for him. Good for you. Glad everybody's doing good over there.
How you doing? Bro?
I'm doing good. Today was a good day. Productive. I'll tell you what, I'm working on one of my biggest flaws right now. I think one of my weakest points is my self-discipline.
Weakest link.
My weakest link is my self-discipline, man. Is getting into like these routines and stuff that I'm trying to do with working out, with eating better, with making better financial decisions. Just like all of these routines, all of these things I'm trying to like work my way into. But I struggle with it for some reason, man. Like
I struggle hard.
I struggle with it, and I'm trying to get to the bottom of that. I'm trying to figure out what is my best way to take that motivation and and use it.
Mine is candy bars, man. I've been trying all weekend not to go get a bunch of candy bars. I did good. I haven't had any.
Mine is all sorts of food. Like mine is all sorts of food.
Candy bars are my weakness, bro. Like if I could stop eating candy bars and junk like that, I could probably easily drop a couple pounds. Pretty easy.
I need to drop the fast food. I need to,
Yeah.
All that jazz.
Yeah, that when it's around, it's so convenient. And it's like, shit, I could spend 40 minutes cooking something, or I could spend 20 minutes running here and back.
Yeah.
No cleanup.
Yeah. And the thing is, when you sit down and you think about it, yes, it all adds up. It all makes sense. Yes, I should be grocery shopping. That saves so much more money. I wouldn't be in such financial binds sometimes. That would help with the financial side of things as well as my health if I just quit, getting food elsewhere all the time. Having be a little more prepared
Mhm.
a little more stocked up. Uh, you know, a little more healthy.
Sometimes you got to, bro. Like, as much as I hate it, like, probably the reason why, for me, a lot of times that like I pack on weight is because I don't really eat breakfast too much. I'm up at like 5:30 ish in the morning to go to
Mhm.
work, but I don't, I don't take the time to eat nothing for breakfast. So my first meal of the day doesn't come until around noon.
Right.
When my man Corey there in the chat might make me a chicken Sammy,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, or
Corey
some.
be making that food with love.
Yeah. And it's like, like to me, it's like I don't really eat it all the time, So you gotta be really picky, man. Like
Mhm.
because I dropped the best weight that I did when I was in the military on deployment, like in the Navy. And that was because those options weren't always available to eat the junk, to drink soda,
Right.
to eat candies and shit like that. Chew on, eat a bunch of chips and shit like that.
Mhm.
And you had all three meals ready to go. When he was up in the morning, there was breakfast. Um, you're all good, bro. I know, like I said, that's what I say. I don't need them all the time, so when I see them, they're a treat. And but
The same.
yeah,
Too bad.
and you don't know how important it is really to like get it up, get something in your belly, get that metabolism going a
Mhm.
little bit. So like throughout the day,
Yeah.
it's not just all piled on at once. So your body's like, shit, I got to stock up.
Yeah. Yeah. My thing is I feel like shit all the time. And I know it's because of what I put into my body. I know it's because of the way I eat. Uh and
Yeah.
I can't be doing that shit to myself.
Speaking of the shit, see, like I just have a very forgetful mind, and I'm thankful for that because like I've been wanting
Mhm.
raspberry Pop Tarts for a minute now.
Oh shit. See, now you're talking about some Pop Tart. It's been a minute since I've had like some classic Pop Tarts, you know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like
and
the
like
90s swirl Pop Tarts. That's what I'm trying
and
to
that's what I'm saying. I can go over to my DG and get the strawberry, and it's like, yeah, strawberry with the regular white frosting, but I love them pink raspberry ones, or no, they were cherry. That's what they were, cherry.
Yeah, cherries. Cherries.
The cherry ones, oh
Cherries,
man.
blueberries, brown sugar cinnamon.
Yeah, that's a good one if you got a little butter. I like putting a little butter on it when it's hot.
Oh, have you ever put butter on a Pop Tart?
Yeah.
If you haven't, I don't think you should. I haven't watched Family Guy in a long time, but I do remember that.
I thought you were literally asking me that because I was like, I
He's
just
like,
said
I just said that. Yes, indeed,
I
I
I
have put.
I have. It's only good on that. I mean, I don't do that on all of them.
Right.
Toaster strudels were like
I
so
never,
much
you know what? I've never even thought to put butter on a toaster strudel.
No, I never put butter on those. I just
Oh,
put
but
the
I'm
frosting.
just saying that would be probably be fucking dope. Is what I'm saying. I've never thought to do it.
There you go. Butter on those or mint. Even Corey says, see, there you go. On brown sugar cinnamon, man. Like I said, you
Still,
put just a little bit of butter on it, man. Especially like right out of the toaster, it'll melt. Oof. Oof.
I hear you. I hear you. I hear you.
I've been craving some breakfast food lately. I keep wanting to make some for dinner. But I just
Shit, I'm gonna go buy a bunch of toaster strudels and Pop Tarts and shit. I'm gonna give my toaster a workout after this fucking.
yeah, man. And like that though, like with keeping your body in check, like I just think, it's
Mhm.
more or less about just trying to take everything, you know, not overindulge, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, it makes perfect sense. My thing with especially food, um, it really does feel like in the back of my mind, it feels like my subconscious. Like I feel like this is my version of self harm. I guess it's not like I'm like intentionally harming myself, but it's like I know I'm not hungry anymore, but it's my mind is like, no, you motherfucker, keep eating, and it's just like, no, I don't want to.
Sometimes
And
that's just boredom.
true, that's probably what it is more than anything.
I
Uh,
realized that the other day that I was eating a lot just because I was fucking bored and I was wanting to go get more snacks because I was bored.
yeah,
And Corey, I see him say something about eating frozen toaster strudels. I like putting that shit in
I
the
eat
in
that
the
shit frozen.
in the toaster enough that like the outsides are nice and like the toaster strudel itself are nice and warm, and the frosting melts. But then like when you'll hit a part in the
You be,
inside, it's like
yeah,
still kind of cold and still kind of like maybe like a slushy-ish kind of consistency with the
I don't
jelly.
know about
Ah, bro, I'm telling you, that shit slaps, bro. That shit slaps hard.
I don't
I
know about all
promise.
that.
No, I promise
Uh,
you, bro. I
See, my
promise.
problem is I love the toaster scrambles, and I even crank that fucking toaster as high as it goes,
Oh yeah,
and
the
it
scram.
doesn't it doesn't heats the fucking inside either. So it's like, how what do I have to do? Because my thing is I haven't had a microwave in a minute. The strawberry cream cheese ones are that shit. Uh,
I think you need
they actually I bought
a
those Mean
toaster
Girls
oven.
ones not too long ago. A toaster oven. You know what? I do need a toaster oven. That's what I need. Because my thing is I haven't had a microwave in a long time. And what I used to do is like I do the scrambles or the strudels in the toaster, get them nice and crispy, then throw them in the microwave for like maybe 10 seconds and get that inside nice and warm, and you get the fucking warm inside, the crispy outside. It's
Damn.
perfect. It's perfect.
See, I
It's like
might do that crisscross though. I might throw them in the microwave to kind of get the insides nice and like warmed up, and then throw it in the toaster to just toast that bitch.
see, I thought about that, but it's like if the insides start to get too warm and then you put it in the toaster, it might like overflow. You know what I mean?
We're gonna have to test this out. I'm gonna have to get
I
some
know,
strudels.
not my goddamn toaster.
I'll test it out. I don't give a shit.
Straight up, it sounds like somebody's making a fucking trip to the grocery store after all this jazz.
I
Uh,
got to tomorrow when I get done with work. I can.
hey, I mean, technically speaking, with the self discipline, my one step is just grocery shopping. So if that's, if I go grab some groceries, that's technically a step in the right direction. Even if it's just fucking Pop Tarts and toaster strudels, it's a step in the right direction, man.
Right.
And actually, that's what I did the other day when it snowed real bad, and I had to go get the groceries. Literally bought like a bunch of toaster scrambles because they were on sale, bro. I couldn't pass up that sale. I'm a sucker for a good deal. It was like 3 for $6 or some stupid shit like that. I was like,
Yeah.
sold,
Yeah. How could you pass that up?
sold. I was like, that's ridiculous. It was something ridiculous. I was like,
Sometimes they got the good deals
I have
going,
to,
bro.
I have
Yeah,
to take
no.
these.
Sometimes they got the
Fuck it.
good deals. That's another thing with self discipline and stuff. A lot of people don't get is, I get you can get into couponing and figuring out ways to save money
Mhm.
while you're going and doing all this shit. The place I work at, I noticed they had a coupon on their app today that you get like $2.50 off or $2 off or 20%, 25%. I don't know, something
Yeah,
40. It was 40% off a bag of potatoes, and I was like, damn, that's actually pretty good.
nice.
Potatoes come in handy.
Maybe I'll go grab some potatoes while I'm there. I don't know.
They come in handy.
Yeah.
You can
Man,
cook.
it's been a minute since I've had some fucking Pop Tarts. So now I'm truly I need to actually go do a full grocery trip, but I might have to go do like a little grocery trip here in a little bit. You know.
Yeah, I might start fucking with it more. I've never really been one that was good at buying like mass groceries and shit.
Mhm.
Like when I was in relationships and stuff, obviously we did good at that because it
Yeah.
was always, the girls I was with doing that shit.
Accountability, really.
I'm not gonna lie here. I'll be completely honest. It was more them than me. Because
I
like
think that's a pretty classic thing though. Like when you think of like the bachelor pad fridge, it's always like some condiments. You know what I mean? Like and all the fucking movies and stuff. It's just like, but that's real talk. That's true shit. It's always just like, yeah, I don't have much. It's just, or at least that's how it is for me. So don't feel bad, homie. If you,
I mean, it's like it looks like for me, it looks like I have a lot if you open the fridge, but really a lot of it's like that just needs thrown out. Oh, that just needs thrown
I
out.
do
Oh, yeah, that needs thrown out.
did a purge myself. So
Yeah. But like I just buy enough for the next couple days. You know what I mean? Like, and then I'm like, yeah, that's all right.
yeah,
Spend 45 bucks on some
even that,
groceries.
man. Even that,
I mean,
yeah.
I think it's clutch. You know what I'm saying? But like, I remember them days when you go and spend like 215 something like that on groceries. It's like, you.
Uh, getting back on this track of self discipline, we went on a real grocery games thing there. Fucking like all sorts of stuff, the healthy eating, the exercising. Um, so last night I do good with like reading and stuff. Like if I read stuff, I take it in a lot better
Right.
sometimes. And so I was looking at some stuff on self discipline last night and came across like a lot of helpful stuff. Like a lot of the time, most people go into it looking at it at like you got to deprive yourself of things, and it's got to be this thing where you're always like you're being hard on yourself for you're setting yourself up for disappointment, and then when you fail at your unrealistic expectation, then you're upset with yourself, and it doesn't need to be like that. It should be your self discipline. It should be fun. It should be a more positive experience. And I was like, okay, that's a good note. And then another thing, and these are things that it's not like this is the first time I've heard this. I've sought it out intentionally, I suppose. And the other thing was like just breaking things down into bits. You know what I mean? Again, something I've heard a billion times over, and I have a problem with that. Like especially when it comes to like paying people back. If I got to pay people like a large sum back,
Yeah.
um, I always have a hard time paying it. Like they're like literally give me 5 to like $20 at a time. Like give me whatever, it will gradually build over time. I'm like I understand that, but I feel like if I can't give you like a big like sum or whatever, like I feel like I'm doing something wrong here. You know, but it's
Yeah.
like
Oh yeah.
I'm setting my own expectation. You gotta do the bits and pieces. And so it was saying if you set a goal to do like one push up a day, that might seem ridiculous, but you're going to get down to do that push up. And then you're going to be like, well, shit, I'm down here. I might as well do two push ups, might as well do three, four, and, uh,
Right.
and
Yeah.
keep going with it. Uh,
Yeah.
yeah. And
I need to get better at that, man. I was doing so good last year working out and shit.
mm,
Um, but I had like my little space and shit, so that's like kind of where it's at. Is I need to clean up, with the warmer weather that'll come though.
yeah. I was thinking on that a lot this week too. It's just warmer days ahead. Right now, I'm trying to do the best. My thing right now, I'm really trying not to make excuses about the conditions. You know what I mean? Because it's like winter weather or no winter weather. This is what we've been doing for the most part for a year. You know what I mean? Is just being inside and all this other shit. So it's just like,
We
you
are almost to the year mark, man.
yeah, and so it's just like it's one of those things where it's just like, what can I be doing? Like, how can I improve on this? Because I know that I can. I feel like I'm ready to move on to this next level of my life. You know what I mean? But I feel like I'm being held back by this self discipline problem specifically. So that's what I'm trying to tackle is this root of self discipline and do that shit a little bit at a time. Like it's talking about like like for me I do the writing stuff. It's like if you're trying to write, fucking set aside 10 minutes a day to write. And basically it was saying when you do that 10 minutes, um you you either write or you do nothing at all. No matter what the task, whether it's writing or whatever, it's just like do that task. But if you start getting distracted or you want to do something else, just sit there. Just sit there and do nothing else, because that time is designated for that specific task. And eventually, like once you're there, you're gonna do it. You know what I mean? It definitely makes a lot of sense to me. So I'm trying. I tried out a lot of that today. And I'm
Nice.
I'm hoping to keep picking at it every day, just trying to get more and more accomplished and get to a you know more well-oiled me, you know?
Yeah, like I said, I need to get back on that train. I've been off of it for a while now. It's been a runaway train at this moment in my life. Hopefully one day it'll come back though. Did I drink? I guess I drank all my Gatorade. I was looking. Oh wait, no, I didn't. Aha. Um. Yeah, I suck at self discipline. I won't even lie.
Yeah, it's a struggle for me, whether it's the writing, the health, you know, That's an area where I'm just like,
I
come on.
usually can do good in like one aspect, you know, at a time.
Yeah.
Like if I do good at like working out, it's like I'm on the path. I'm working out all the time. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. But like as far as being creative and stuff, it's like, oh, you know, no, not really.
Yeah.
I've been working out more.
For me, I got this. I have this whole new struggle. You know what I mean? Like that's the thing. Like when you improve, you get all these new struggles. That's all that happens. Like you just move past those struggles and you swap them out for whole new struggles. And definitely one of those new struggles for me, ever since getting into Buddhism and shit like that, is like you know, the whole thing with Taoism specifically, the concept of doing nothing and just kind of being water and going with the flow. And my problem now that I struggle with is that line, that balance between, you know, being, you know, water, being, you know, just going with the flow, doing nothing, and uh, actually, you know, doing nothing. Like there are times where I'm like, am I actually doing nothing though right now? Like, should I be doing more right now in my doing nothingness? Like, where's that line? Where's that line of like try but don't try? You know what I mean? And
Right.
it's a delicate balance, and so that's you know, I'm trying to fine tune that, if you will.
I feel that. Yeah. You know, like I
Yeah,
said, I've been on that path. I suck at it. So it's just like, you know, but it's one of those things that you're not at competition with anybody else. You're only at competition with yourself. So
right.
you
Yeah.
take it at your own pace.
Hmm.
Take it at your own stride and time. If you have some day, months, you know, half a year goes by and you're like, oh shit.
Hmm.
Like, damn, it's almost been close to a year for me since I was like, fuck it. It was like in the middle of summer that I was like, yeah,
Yeah.
whatever. And then I fell off the train and I kept being like, yeah, next week, yeah, next week, yeah, next week. And here we are. What could you do?
Yeah. Yeah. And when we were talking about we had the episode about being prepared and stuff. You know, that was a big like truly it was something I had to think about, or it's just like, no, I need to I guess I do. It was a reflection that day of like, the more we talked about it, the more I'm like, I guess I do like put more off on a day-to-day basis. And it's like, there's, like I was talking about, there's that balance, you know, there's a way to not put it off till the next day, you know, but not worry about it getting done. Like, you know, like make it something that I am looking forward to, or just make it a part of my day, like make it a part of that flow. You know what I
Right.
mean? So there's that balance somewhere in there, and I haven't quite found it yet, but that's definitely
Try to make it like washing your ass. Like we don't skip washing ass, you know?
right. Yeah. Can't skip that, bro.
So like why skip doing a jumping jack?
Yeah. What you were saying earlier about like the, you know, the most in shape you were was when you were in what did you say, in basic, or just in the Marines in general?
Well, I was
Or
in
the
the Navy, but I mean
Navy?
like
I knew
yeah,
that.
it like I said, it was mostly like, you know, just getting away from all the junk.
Yeah.
The food I was eating was baked, you know what I mean? So it wasn't fried, no oils and all that kind of shit. And it
Yeah.
was diverse. And of
Hmm.
course, there were some meals I didn't really like, you know what I mean? So I wouldn't really eat a lot.
Yeah.
I think, and you know, and everything was a correct portion. That was one of the biggest things too, is you didn't realize just how much like the meals over here when you go get them are not at all. Like if you went to a restaurant and you got like Applebee's for say, if you
Hmm.
went to Applebee's and you got correct portions that you should be getting,
Hmm.
you'd be so pissed. You'd be like, "Fuck this! This is nothing." Like those plates are usually loaded as a motherfucker,
Yeah.
way over proportion.
Hmm.
So like that was the big thing too, is eating what you're eating, but eating the correct portions,
Right.
like sizing of it.
Yeah. Yeah. And the thing is, it's that whole taking it a little bit at a time thing. But what I was gonna say for me was my time that I was like, I feel like at my fittest was probably either around the times that I was working at FedEx here, or when I was living in Tennessee and I was working at the Amazon warehouse. and like with especially well both of them. I was working long ass hours, uh, overnights a lot. So when you're working overnights, you spend most of your day sleeping and shit. So you don't
Mhm.
really have a whole lot of other time to be eating and all this other shit, like uh so you're kind of just eating to survive at that point to get your nutrients in, and then I go to work and I'm walking, like 10 miles in a shift, you know. And it's just like, well, hell yeah, I'm looking better, you know.
I feel like I probably walked a lot today.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's see our steps from today.
See, I don't do the step thing because I know I'd blow everybody out of the water. Because
I've done I've done 14,205 steps today.
nice, nice. UV stepping, Shep, Shep
But
step.
but like yesterday, for instance, on my day off work, I only stepped 2,471 steps.
Damn, that is a substantial difference.
Yeah, because you got to look on Friday or Saturday is 16,721.
I don't know why. When I was working for the laborers union too, that's probably when I was in the best shape of my life because that was like full body workout kind of shit, and working out in like the heat. That's I'm fucked up. That's when I was the best shape of my life. So not just a couple of years ago, really.
Yeah,
I fucking I was looking all right there for a minute,
I like the
but
steps.
yeah,
I
self
do.
discipline, man. That's something definitely definitely needing to focus on in 2021. And I have my thing is like I have to because I got goals that I feel like I'm not reaching right now.
Right.
And like I said, the thing that's standing between me and those goals is self-discipline.
Loads of self
Like thing
discipline.
especially with self-discipline, other people always want to help you with self-discipline. And it's like that's not how that works. It's self-discipline, you know what I mean? Like you can give me advice all day long, but you can't tell me how to do it. Like I'm gonna have to find the best way that works for me. If you try to bludgeon me to death, if you try to yell at me all the time about shit, it's probably not gonna get us anywhere. That's not motivating to me. uh,
True.
so I have to find my reasons. I gotta find my motivation, find that self-discipline.
Fuck yeah. Sorry, I'm hitting my phone
Oh,
off the internet. My internet keeps lagging. Lagging
yeah, I was gonna
hard.
say you keep freezing tonight.
Freeze frame. Dun 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 dun. Dun, dun.
uh yeah, man, it's about that time. It's about that time. We did pretty good today with the self-discipline.
Yeah. Namaste. Namaste.
Yeah. So
But
yeah.
not like I don't know, man. I don't know what more to say about self-discipline other than the fact that I just can't seem to grasp it, but I'll forever try to grasp this.
Yeah. Well, I like to think that I'll get it.
I mean, one of these days.
I like to think mine will be one of these days soon. This is definitely my priority at the moment. It's
No,
holding me back from a lot of things. So it is time.
get my shit together.
It is time.
Yeah.
The self-discipline chamber. Chase Todd's 36 chambers.
Uh-oh.
That's right.
36 chambers, huh?
I'm in the discipline chamber right now.
I feel that, man. Like I said, I got a lot I need to get on
Right.
with it when it comes to, personal health type shit.
Yeah.
Got to get those grocery lists flowing.
Mm-hmm.
Start eating right, eating better. Working out again, man. I don't really want to because I just know how much it's gonna make my body hurt.
Right. I was actually thinking that earlier. I worked out earlier, and my thing is, yeah, it's like I'm of two minds there because it's like I'll do it, and there's that point that everybody gets to where it's like, fuck, like like my arms are like shaking like the rest of the time. Like it just feels like, it's not, my body's not used to it. And so that makes me never want to fucking do it again, right? But the inverse of that is if I keep doing it, that'll eventually go away. Like it'll get easier. So it's really just, choose your path.
Yeah,
Really.
pretty much, man. Choose your path, choose your destiny. We control our life. No one else controls it.
Yeah.
Remember that.
With all that being said, it sounds like it's about time for me to go hit this grocery store and get these Pop Tarts and strudels, and
He's hungry. He's hungry.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go
Yeah.
get my nosh on. Just eat on all that,
I feel you.
but then be healthy and shit later.
Later on. We'll save that shit for later.
Right. Well, there you have it. We'll see you, boys and girls, Wednesday live as usual, as we do.
As per.
For the Chase and Shep show, a little WTF Wednesday live. Like, subscribe, do the thing.
Corey, you know
Corey,
what to do.
I think he left, but hey, thanks for joining us.
Love you, Corey.
God damn
Smooches.
it. One of these days, I'm going to get it. I'm going to switch my setup so I can just get it on the first try.
Smooches. Namaste.